Hello, everybody. I'm Mr.LimeSmiles. I'm here with that boy, Julian.
Yes, it's me, Julian, that boy.
And we just watched Kingkong versus Godzilla, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that the modern one?
Yeah, I think, wait, actually, is it? Yeah, I think the new one's King Kong versus Godzilla, or just Kong versus
The
Godzilla.
one that came out, yesterday or earlier. We watched that one.
The one in the trailers where they say, Kong bows to no one.
Bows to no one. Would you recommend it for like a non-Godzilla fan or somebody that hasn't watched any of the Godzilla to this point?
Well, that's like trying to watch Avengers
Endgame.
The first movie without knowing anything prior knowledge. So I'd say, like, since this one's kind of like shorter than like all the other stuff that requires a bunch of setup.
Yeah, so if you missed all the other stuff,
which was only like 3 movies, maybe.
Yeah, if you missed everything before it, you're gonna be kind of confused at the start.
Yeah.
So I would recommend watching those first and then getting to this one. Again, like something like what's a good movie? Something like Pacific Rim, where like
the first one.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't watched the second one, but the first one, where like all the characters are sort of like stereotypes for that, and they sort of just say cool lines, but like the background story behind it is believable enough that you can get invested in these characters. Would you say these characters are investing? Are they real enough to really make you want to see them live to the end? You know what I mean?
I don't know. That's like with kaiju movies, because like most of the time you're just like, I want to see monsters.
Well, compared to the original like Godzillas and everything, these characters are actually better. But that's because you're comparing like really garbage. No offense to Godzilla stands or whatever, but you compare like really old movies where the actors, and also just Godzilla! Cheap. A lot of the other ones were cheap.
Yeah,
now, I'm not talking about like Shin Godzilla or the more recent ones.
Oh, we're talking about like classic Godzilla.
Because Shin Godzilla is a totally different thing.
Like Godzilla's literally in a suit and he's like, Meow!
Well, that's all the Godzillas.
Not Shin, right?
Not Shin, but even the newer like Final Wars and everything, they were still in suits.
Well,
the suit stuff. The suit isn't the problem.
I know it's not.
The problem is that the actors
the era,
are acting like they're in a B movie with a giant ant that shoots lasers. Okay. They're like that, and they're like, "Oh my God, Stacy just got eaten by the giant ant." Whoa! And the characters in this one are not to that level of stupidity.
Yeah,
it's not like what was the game? Destroy All Humans level of stupidity. It's not like that, but they are getting there. It feels like it's like a little bit more believable. But because there's this one scene where this person did not need to die, and the person had been with you for a while, like for the story purposes. Although they're kind of just thrown in, like just randomly. It's like, oh, hey, well, this person exists, and you're like, all right, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then just randomly, she decides, like while she's running away from one of the monsters, she just decides, you know what? I'm gonna shoot this monster. I'm gonna shoot him.
It's like, yes, shoot the big giant thing that seems to be impervious to bullets.
Like anything. And then it's like, and then the thing that you think is gonna happen happens, and you're like, oh, well, that was dumb. I felt like there wasn't a lot of Japanese representation in the movie. There's like, what, one character?
I think so.
And we don't even know if he's like Japanese or he could be Chinese. They don't really say in the movie or anything. I just felt like he was just there for token's sake, and I didn't like that at all. Like before, you had like in Godzilla 2014, one of the main people that were like studying Godzilla was that guy. What's his name?
Shirazawa or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
The character's name, I think, was Shirazawa.
Yeah.
And he felt like an important integral character. Like this guy that has been studying Godzilla his entire life and following him and trying to understand him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he died in King of Monsters in like a dumb. Well, I guess it wasn't dumb, but
it was supposed to be self-sacrificed in a way.
But he was kind of the heart of the series, so if you don't have him in this one, it just kind of feels soulless. And again, they get another guy, but he's just not important. He's just not important to the story at all. You could have wrote him out. He's literally just there to be like, oh yeah, I am the Asian man because this is an Asian-owned property and this originates from Japan. And I don't know. That was distracting for me, honestly.
Yeah.
But overall, it was fun. I just felt like it was just pulling away from its roots, and it was a bit upsetting. Fine. Okay. Well, real quick, we'll give a rating for the non-spoiler. Non-spoiler, I'd give it like probably like a 6.
Really?
No,
you didn't like it that much. Was all that stuff really like?
I'd probably give it more like a 6 actually. Yeah, because if I give Snyder Cut a 7, I can't give Godzilla a 7. I want to give it like a low 7 or a high 6, but I'm gonna have to go for like maybe a 6.9. So maybe just like barely fails in the movie category for me. Because like a 7 for me would be like a really solid film. Well, I feel like this one's just a little off from being a really solid film that you could come back to and just rewatch and just have fun with, you know? And then like a 10 would be like something that's like one really rewatchable, and then the characters like it hits all the marks, which I feel like this one doesn't in a lot of the ways. But it really did hit the action well. But even the action, I felt like it's a different type of action than what the other Godzillas were having. And a lot of the other giant monster stuff they had been setting up. But again, that would be spoiler. So I'll leave it at that for now. So 6.9. 6.9 for me.
All right. I want to give it a 7 to be perfectly honest. Because it's a kaiju movie, I don't expect it to be like Shakespeare.
Well, we're keeping it on par with other movies. We're not lowering the bar just because it's kaiju.
No, I'm just saying, like...
Well, compared to, like, other movies then. Compared to all the movies that ever exist that you've ever seen, where would it rate in a 1 to 10?
Like I said, 7. Because, like...
That's all the movies you've ever seen? Have you watched a Shakespeare? Like a quote-unquote Shakespeare movie?
Yeah. Lion King.
Lion King's up there, yeah. Give it like a 10. You really would put this at 7 below Lion King?
Well, Lion King is like maybe a 9, if anything, like the first one.
Well, like what it's going for, yeah. It's
well, like
what you put Lion King at a 9?
Yeah.
What do you got against Lion King? Now this is turning into an exposed video. Julian hates Lion King. Boom, right there on the screen.
I'm a fan of musicals.
Julian hates Lion King. Yeah, so that's our non-spoiler half.
Yeah,
so.
I'd give it a 7.
Warning, we're going to spoilers.